Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when we have Rahu placed in the 12th house in our birth chart. So before I get into all that good stuff, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer. I do Vedic astrology readings, not Western. If you're interested in any of the things that I have to offer over here, then you can check out my website, gebotheshaman.com, and check out all my bundle sales on all my courses, products, services, everything that I have to offer. Apparently there's planes flying overhead. Let's see. Alright, so like I said, Gebo the Shaman, and I have my astrology certification courses, my Vedic astrology readings, and birth time rectification, so you can check those out. So there's that. Alright, so let's get into the video today. So Rahu in the 12th house. So in order to understand what Rahu in the 12th means, the 12th house means, we need to understand what Rahu means, and then we'll talk about what the 12th house means, put them together, combine them, and create our own analysis from that. So what is Rahu? Rahu is the planet of addictions, obsessions, compulsions, gambling, cheating, stealing. It is like everything. Rahu is a criminal. He is a trickster. He is an illusionist. He does all kinds of stuff. This is what Rahu does. So in the Vedic scriptures or the Vedic myths, they say that that Rahu is the head of the demon, while Ketu is the body of the demon. Okay, so it's not a demon like in Christianity. It's totally different. This just means a spirit that is earthbound. So it's materialistic. It likes to experience all the earthly pleasures. It wants to drink, smoke, have sex, do drugs, all kinds of, addictions, compulsions, whatever makes it feel good. However, for example, Rahu will eat something, and then it'll just fall out of his neck because he has no body. It's a severed head, disconnected from the body. And so what Rahu really wants is to feel whole and complete, and to just feel whole and complete and like satisfied, satiated, to feel whole. However, he can't feel full or whole or complete because he's detached from the body. So Rahu has these compulsions and addictions, and he will stop at nothing to try to achieve them. So he will go behind people's backs. He will, do all kinds of tricks and get what he wants. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what addicts do, but they will often lie to get what they want. They will often lie, cheat, steal, beg, borrow, do whatever they have to feed their addiction. So it's it's really, it's something that needs to be worked on, for sure. So then what is the 12th house? The 12th house is the house of sleep, sex, spirituality, foreign travel, pilgrimages, cutting off the outside world and just going into, the world of spirituality and, things like that. So 12th house has to do with long distance journeys, like pilgrimages. If your 12th house is being activated, something that can happen is you'll just decide that you've had enough and like that the physical world is not satisfying you, so you'll go try to devote everything that you have to becoming a celibate monk, and just go dedicate your life to spiritual practices, spiritual teachings, meditation, things like that. So basically what happens is when Rahu comes into this house, Rahu wants to go towards spirituality. Rahu loves spirituality and he wants to go towards it. However, it's not really spirituality that he's seeking. I mean, it could be, but it's, he is a deceiver, so it's not going to be like, this is one of those placements that can use spirituality for selfish reasons. So, if you go learn this really secret, Kriya yoga practice, this really high form of a secret yoga, tantra practice, and instead of living by the moral code that you're bound by with that practice, with that lineage, you'll go and use the practice for other things. So you can use you can basically become a skilled teacher of spirituality, and then you can use that teaching, that skill at teaching and having influence over the minds of your students to then, use that against your students and end up, being having sexual relationships with your students and things like that. It's just not a good thing. So there's that. So Rahu in the 12th house, definitely a lot of I don't know, I feel like this is one of those kind of sexual placements, because 12th house is sex, bad pleasures, things like that. Also, if you have Rahu in the 12th house, it might be very hard for you to sleep. You might be one of those people who's up all night or just is like an insomnia kind of thing. And so that might be something. Let me see here. So the other thing with this placement is that like you'll have a very strong desire to go towards spirituality. So you might end up dedicating your life towards some spiritual practice or spiritual lineage or tradition, or whatever it is, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever. And so with that, you can be a very gifted teacher. However, it's like kind of wanting to use that stuff for selfish purposes. And that's okay to an extent, just not doing anything too immoral. Or like immoral, period, kind of thing. Like you can use spiritual practices for your own self-growth, but you're not supposed to like if you get these powers and things like that so many spiritual traditions say they have, like if you end up getting powers, then you're not then you're bound by following the rules, and so you can't use those for selfish purposes. So Rahu would be the one to use them for selfish purposes. What else? So Rahu in the 12th would could be like a trickster. Like, for example, like you'll be very you might use 12th house is like psychic gifts and things like that. So you might be like, you might actually have some really good gifts. However, if you use those to just say like here you're gonna tell your like, for example, telling your client that you're going to win the lottery the next day, and then so that they can give you money, so that it's Rahu likes to scam. So it's Rahu in the 12th house is like spiritual scam artistry kind of thing. So there's that. And let me see. So the opposite to Rahu is Ketu. So Ketu is sitting in the 6th house. This means that you've had like some skill at like work and being organized, being intellectual, being like being very organized and things like this. So you want to kind of push away from that and then go towards being unorganized, being spiritual, being like hippie, being by anyway. So yeah, there's that. Rahu in the 12th house. Let me see how I am on time. So give me a second, guys. Alrighty, guys, so that's about it that I had to share for today. So anyway, guys, if you want to check out anything that I have to offer, any of my courses, products, services, anything that I have to offer, you can go to gebotheshaman.com and we will see you then. Also, so I have my, a lot of stuff is on sale for bundle sales and things like that too. Like you'll get 2 courses for 1 and things like that. Those are all just like really great deals that you can take advantage of right now, and they are expiring very soon. So there's that. Alright, so then we have the astrology certification course. So if you are interested in astrology or Vedic astrology and you want to take your knowledge and expertise to the next level, then there's the astrology certification course that will walk you through step A through step Z of how I do an astrology reading. It basically lays it out for you as it's made it so easy, so simple. And there's even a PDF guide. There's like no way that you could screw it up if you're following the instructions properly. So, it's just simple. So then there's also a test that goes along with that. So once you pass the certification exam, I will give you your own website and you can become a Vedic astrologer. And not only that, you can take that business as far as you'd like to go with it. A lot of people, they're just looking for some side income. It's great for side income. However, if you want to make it your full-time gig, you can make that. You can do that. If you want to basically like just have it as a side income, you can do that. You can do whatever you like with it pretty much. So then we have the Vedic astrology readings. So I do my Vedic astrology readings in a particular way. I have my standard reading, as well as readings where I focus on your career and your relationships, so you can check that out. And then we have the birth time rectification. So, that's really helpful for people who don't know their birth time. So I had one friend who, I still have a friend, who, he didn't know his birth time at all. And I was able to help him find that within the, narrow it down to within the span of 1 minute. So I got the exact minute of birth, which is pretty darn good. It's pretty accurate and pretty good. So, not a lot of astrologers can do that. Even people who know astrology, who are very good and very talented at astrology, not all of them can do that. So there's that. And then we have the distance energy healing. So if you are need healing, if you need some Reiki, if you need some shamanic healing, then that's what I do. I basically combine Reiki, shamanic healing, and Qigong into this powerful form of distance energy healing that is, very powerful for you. And then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So if you are not sure what your path and purpose is in this life, if you're just kind of wandering by the seat of your pants, then it's important to check out the career coaching and life coaching, because then we can really start working together and going into depth about all the what you want to do in life and helping you accomplish that, and digging past working past your unconscious blocks that are keeping you in poverty and in sickness and illness and bad health and keeping you from doing the things that you really want to do. So there's that. And then we have the Qigong courses. So we have the Cosmic Qigong and the Self-Transformation Challenge. Both of these courses are very good, very beneficial, very helpful. They have healed me. They've healed me from a lot of things, and they continue to heal me, and so one of the things that these courses do is they bring up the lightning power of the heart center, and that is the lightning power that surrounds your soul and protects your soul. And so when you tap into that lightning power, you release all these blocked emotions, all these traumas, and slowly but surely you work your way through them, and it dissolves them. It's like creating a blank page with your history over time. And so from there, we can begin to build a new life that we want to have. So if you want to release and erase your past traumas, your histories and stuff like that, childhood trauma and history, these courses right here. You can see me doing some Kundalini yoga right there. And that course is actually combining Qigong, yoga, and the energy of the heart center, and also meditations and things like that. So it's great. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's about it for me for today, guys. So thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.